Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the views, shares, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message the Spirit has for us today. Well, we see that there was a gavel that was struck. And it was for all those past deeds, whatever they were, whether those were good deeds or not so good deeds. Bottom of the deck, flow. Somebody's in the flow. They're in the flow because you know what? They did their shadow work. They did their shadow work. So it's like somebody already went through that dark soul of the night. Hey, Tyreek, how are you? Yeah. And in fact, somebody there, instead of them choosing sexy time, they're choosing solitude. They're choosing to still stay within because they're finding that the more that they are concentrating on self, concentrating on what they need to do, they're in their bag and their wishes are coming true. And now it's like that's confirmation. Now somebody is actually trying to choose love. It's like they're releasing things that no longer work for them. Things, people, ideas, places. They've rested and they've even been open to finding an oracle, finding someone that can help them to undress those problems, to really deal with that grief, finding someone that can help them to actually ascend in their spiritual health, in their spiritual life, in their walk. That's one person. That's the person who's done the work. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody is abundant. And it's probably because, they're deep in their studies. Somebody has studied something about a fresh start, what it is to make a fresh start, things that you have to do, things that you need to let go of. Hi, Healing Shadows. How are you? You know what? And it's funny because you can relate because you've been in their shoes. You know what it is to want that fresh start. And it's not necessarily a physical change of location. It's that change of the mental, change of the emotional, change of the psychological, and possibly even a change of the spiritual. Someone is working on their inner strength. Yeah. Following their star by working on building their home, and not necessarily that brick and mortar home, but their home within. How they feel about themselves, starting from the ground, working up that base chakra and working up, building that solid home, exploring different possibilities, different ideas, different things that they were afraid to think about before because they felt some sort of way, like it made them weird. It made them different. But now, someone is wanting to release that fear of being different. Because right now, someone is going through the great crumble. They've dealt with those sleepless nights. They've done the whole comparing themselves to someone else. Maybe things that they felt was okay and things that they didn't like. But now someone is finally able to see the big picture. And seeing the big picture allows them to see where they themselves became stuck. And it was where they became stuck is where the most damage was done. Once again, that judge is here. And when it's all said and done, all will be fair. So what someone put in is what they will get out, whether it's good, bad, without a doubt. And you know what? You almost have to wonder what kind of life this person led, because it's like the entire community is sitting there saying it's about damn time that somebody is getting their get back. What's the message? Yeah. In the past, somebody didn't choose love. They chose something else. Like I said, but now they chose whatever it was they chose. They did not choose love because they were afraid to explore their inner child, to find out where they got stuck, to find out what they needed to correct, what they needed to look at with fresh eyes. Yeah, with fresh eyes, from a mature point of view, so that they can readjust, so that they can reevaluate, so that they could re-examine. But they didn't. Yeah, and they want to manifest a soulmate. Now they want to manifest a soulmate because now they do want to choose love, but there's some things that they are going to have to work on. Remaining in the flow of life. It's not just one thing that you're looking at. You're actually looking at the big picture, the entire picture. Because if you're just looking at this, you're not going to see the sharks and the snakes and the alligators and everything else that could be in the water. Someone is understanding now they have to look at the big picture. Hi, Addie. What's the message? Addie, are you related to any Colberts from Kansas City, Missouri? Yeah. Somebody is now ready to explore everything that they should have explored before, and deal with things that they were afraid to deal with before. Now that they understand how life actually flows. It's not how much money you have in your pocket. Yeah, that attracts a certain crowd. But you want to think about what you're attracting. Now somebody's able to really compare what value is, what quantity is, and what quality is. Someone is able to know the difference. Someone is now exploring and comparing between the two. like I said, it's time. It's time because things started happening in their life, and it's like it just kept getting. It was one hiccup, then there would be some time, then there'd be another hiccup, then there'd be some time, and then there'd be another hiccup, and then and it seemed like things were just happening quicker and quicker and quicker, hiccup after hiccup after hiccup, and they couldn't understand why. It's because they were trying to bypass the biggest part in happiness, love. They never said, it don't say nothing about those who have the best job is going to be the happiest. No, they talk about love. Yes, somebody is finding their inner strength. And you know what's fucking them up? You know what's really, really fucking them up right now? To the point they are speechless. They're following in your shoes. Somebody remembers when you went through. Somebody remembers what you had to actually go through, but they didn't understand what you were going through. To them, it looked like, oh God, here we go again. There's something that's acting all crazy, but you wasn't acting crazy. You was going through that dark night of the soul. Now that they're following in your shoes in order for them to have that inner strength, because they got big muscles, but they weak as a little lamb. What the fuck? Why walk around looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you afraid of a 5-year-old? Hey, Red Violet. Hey, Mose. How are you, sweetheart? Hey, Alicia. You know, it just don't make sense. Someone is seeing now that they really have to rebuild themselves. They have to get in touch with reality because they are stuck. The lid is on and it's screwed tight. Now somebody understands that they got to tidy up. They got to clean it up. And the only way they know how to clean it up is to look at you. What are you doing? It's to try and remember what you did whenever you went through. So because they are following your spark. You're the leader. You're the leader. Because they see how blessed you are. Blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. They see you are getting the life that you deserve. And they're afraid of getting the life that they deserve too. Anything else in this deck? Anything else in this deck? I don't think so. Yeah, but somebody's working on that. I'm becoming great. I'm becoming unstuck. That's their biggest goal right now, becoming unstuck. They know it's their only way forward. They know it's their only way forward, and that's all that they can think about. You know, someone that didn't, and the only reason that they even have to go through this is because they were rejected recently. They had that appearance of all the outer strength in the world, but they didn't have any inner strength. So they allowed somebody to push them around, to bully them, to make them feel small and insignificant, to make them question themselves and think, oh, why me? And all that other shit. When you were showing them what strength looked like, when you were showing them the way, when you were showing them how to become strong, when you were showing them how to flex a muscle, they wasn't paying attention. Yes, you needed help picking up this chair. Yes, you needed help moving the table. Yes, you needed help lifting this up and doing this and doing that. But they're finding that, you know what, when it comes to being strong, when it comes to not being pushed around or bullied, when it comes to getting shit done, they can only think of you. The one who can't lift past 23.7 pounds. That's what strength is. And they don't even go up against you because they know with your truth and your mighty tongue, you will strike them down. And worse than that, when you have to go there, the Most High finishes up and takes them there. That's what they're afraid of. That's the strength that they want now. Because somebody's afraid of, is tired, not afraid. They're tired of being pushed around. They're tired of being put down. They're tired of being belittled. They're tired of being talked about. They're tired of being made fun of. They're tired of all that. Somebody said, no more. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Bottom of the deck, earth magic. And roots of abundance. See, this person is now looking at you in awe because when that judge lifted up that gavel and was like, boom, and said the sentence, somebody felt like, oh Lord, I think I'm about to faint. Because they didn't know that karmic sentence was going to be that deep, was going to be that rough. And you're just looking at this person like, I understand. Been there, done that. But like you're letting this person know that they can do this because all they have to do is start over with this number one. And then once they plant those good seeds with this number two, that's when the roots of abundance start. It's time for somebody to let it go, whatever it was that kept them stuck. It's time for somebody to open up to discovering themselves, to discovering their own mind, their own heart, why they do what they do. It's time for somebody to try and bridge these gaps, to mend these broken fences. Because someone is now understanding that the only reason that you can understand them completely is because when you look at them, it's like, into me, I see. This person is finally at that point that lion is finally waking up, that they are finally being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hey, J Mike. Okay, Hattie. Hey, hola, Marcia. Thank you. Yeah, somebody's now wishing upon a star. It's like they just want to be healed. They want to go back. It's like they want to move forward by being able to go back. Not necessarily back to the way that they thought, but back to before whatever happened. Back to those good memories, back to that closeness, back to where they felt before they got off track. Someone is willing to release what no longer works. Once again, they want to cross that bridge. And I don't know why I'm hearing that cross the bridge into reality. Maybe somebody wasn't being realistic. But whatever it is, somebody needs to open up their mind. And they need to understand that it's all about that great big love. The heart chakra. Whatever you want, you can't get it with a closed heart. And you don't get it with a closed mind. You have to open up your heart and your mind. Because you just don't know where that wish is actually coming from. Who's actually going to provide it to you? And you don't determine who gives you the wish. That's already predetermined, and you don't get a say into it, because you can think that Susie, Sally, Sausage Head is about to give you the wish whenever you miss it because it was Martha Moo. And then you sitting there being stuck, waiting on Sally to give it to you, and Martha's over here like, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. You don't see me, I got your dream come true. Here's your dream come true. Hold on. And you miss it. And people go, life just isn't what you think it is. No, it is what it is. Life is everything that you make it, but you got to be open to it. You have to remain in your royalty, your royal self. That means you're not putting all your eggs over here thinking that you're remaining open. You're listening because people are telling you exactly what their intentions are, where they intend to go, if you intend to be there or not. Because if somebody's sitting here telling you about themselves, listen. If they say I, they intend to be there alone. But if they say we, then that means you and me. It's time to release what's no longer working. Hey, behaving. How are you, sweetie? It's time to release what no longer works. Love thyself. Somebody's lies are about to be exposed and revealed, and somebody's finally able to see the truth. The truth of the matter. For some, I hope it doesn't come too late, and for others, it came too late. Now somebody feels the pressure of the world. They feel like the world is on their shoulders, but it's not. It's someone placing all that pressure on them. Yes, it's just all a lie. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's someone allowing themselves to feel guilty about something that they don't need to feel guilty about. That's not even their shit. But somebody's going to see that, and they need to remain, or they need to have that spirit of gratitude, because that's what they was missing. They was hanging around the wrong motherfuckers. Them red pill motherfuckers. The ones who never want to take accountability and responsibility for the shit that they do, but want to sit there and blame the shit all on you. They want to sit there and say, well, because you don't know how to be in your role because of this, whenever they ain't even in their role. I'm telling you, you can't make this up. Birds of a feather. Hey, James and Biscuit. They all want to flock together talking about this and talking about that. Well, none of them have a clue. All of them need a hug. But all of them need to work with that inner child. All of them need to hug that inner child. All of them need to heal that. All of them need to get some help, to be able to talk to somebody, for somebody to be able to get in their spirit, get in their soul, get in their mind, to tell them this is what happened. This is the tea. But it depends on what they want for themselves. Because if they want it, it's there. But if they don't want it, it's never going to be there. Somebody needs to release. They need to release something. Because they're looking at you and they see that you seem like you are unbothered, like you're just in perfect harmony. Smelling the flowers, listening to the birds. Yes. Yes. Like you are just chilling. Your heart has been healed. And you are the call of the muse. This is what someone is looking at you like, what they want to be in. That flow. Where they don't have to worry about that heart hurt anymore. Somebody's thinking about a close encounter that they had whenever they first allowed their mind to become infected by this liar, by this instigator, by this person who told a tall tale, by someone who was in their most devilish energy. Someone is remembering. But now they're choosing to remember as an adult, as a mature adult, as someone now who has a higher view, a different view, who can understand why people do the things that they try to do. With realizations, sometimes we just have to take a deep breath. We have to calm our mind. We have to try and allow our heart to slow down. Because when we have these realizations and we think about how far we've gone, or how far we've allowed ourselves to go, sometimes we can become angry, confused, bitter. Sometimes we almost want revenge. That's why somebody needs to just take some deep breaths and let it go. Somebody understands now that they are in that uncharted sea territory where they never thought they would be. They're waking up to understand that, hey, it's all a matrix for real. Matrix for real. And right now, the egg is broken open, and it's like they've allow themselves to see things they can no longer unsee. A burst of magic is happening. Something broke open, and when it did, it was like a burst of magic. It was almost like whatever they saw, it came with a beautiful uncaging that allowed them to see that in the middle of it all, they really actually do have the key. This person, it's like they had to go back in time. They had to figure out what it was, who said what, who did what. All because of a close encounter. Something is shining through. Ooh, the royal you. And see, that's what this person sees when they look at you now. They didn't see that before, but they see it now. The royal you. Because before, you was the one that was going through. But now it's them. So now they have a totally different point of view. Once again, this person has gone back in time and they're thinking about you, and they are understanding that when you was going through whatever you were going through, it was when you were going through your awakening genius stage. This is whenever you was able to see beyond any given situation. This, they understand, was you using your third eye. This is how they knew when they approached you with a tall tale, with a whole lot of bullshit, that you already saw right through it. Hey, Braxy. How are you? What's the Master Spirit? Now that's why I'm saying something is shining through about you. Now this person is understanding that, damn, I thought I could lie to them. Damn, I feel embarrassed because they didn't believe my lies at all. No, exactly. This person is thinking now, if they thinking about the past, they're thinking about that lie they said, and how, they embarrassed now because, like I said, they thought they was getting one over. They wasn't getting one over. They see that you got one over whenever you chose not to say anything, but possibly sat there and nodded, or just said, "Oh, okay." Now they see that was a powerful move on your part because you didn't let them know. Baby, I already know. I already been there. Trust me. Ask me what color your socks on, because I ain't even looking down. Blue. You got on blue socks. Blue socks with a little tan ring at the top. See, that's how I know. And you wondering how I even know. Tell me I don't know. Put your pant leg up. See? That's what I'm talking about. See? Yeah. messing somebody up. They're thinking, damn, it's really embarrassing whenever you find out that big lie that you thought somebody had bought, hook, line, and sinker. You find out they knew you was lying. They just didn't say anything. They let you be happy in your little lying moment. And you was until you found out that you was caught, that you was busted. They knew what you was doing. They knew you was trying to come up with some little plan. What you thought, hey, you thought it was getting ready to do something. Well, it did. It did. Your little plan definitely did something. It's just not what you thought it was gonna do. Because what your plan did is bearing fruit when it woke up that lion. Now somebody said, oh, can I get a do-over? I didn't really mean to do all that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You asked for it and you getting it. All of it. All of it. I mean, there's not any more that you could possibly get. Because it's all coming to you. Telling you, somebody understands now that their whole life felt like they are in a matrix and they trying to figure out how to get the fuck out. And they see that you have broken the code and you're not even in there anymore. They want to be in that? Be in that. Have fun. I holler. Sweet Spot gang sign. 2 of these, 1 of these. I holler. Let's see what else. We just have that hard head, soft behind syndrome. That's all that is. Yeah. Somebody wanted to have the softest booty in the whole northern hemisphere, and they got it. But they got the hardest head too. Thank you, Red Violet. Bottom of the deck. Trying to soar. Somebody know they what you call did too much. They did too much. This is what you call too much playing. Now they want to come back. After trying to unalive you or cause you to unalive yourself, they want to come back. They want you to say, well, I don't know. I know that, you did me wrong because there was somebody else, and you took me for granted, No, somebody got to understand it's time for them to end something. There's something getting in the way. They need to figure whatever it is, and they need to end it completely. There ain't no wishful thinking that well, maybe I could, maybe, Brenda and Sue, they can just become best friends. This is not one of them type of camps where people just do that shit. This is like outside of them gates. This is like normal rest of the world, where Brenda and Sue ain't trying to be friends just to be with you. Somebody want to send you a message, but they really don't know what to say. I don't think they know what to say. But whatever that is, they're trying to heal this whole situation because they know they're getting their ass kicked. This is what you call the silver platter. This is karma on the silver platter. This is somebody's ass on the silver platter. Okay? Because they was trying to put all this confusion around the type of person that you was. They was calling you a slut, a hoe, or this or that. And this. They was acting like, you was begging on the street, that you was in, the suburbs, like you relocated to the suburbs, but you at a corner like we'll sleep around for food, we'll suck a dick for a hot dog or some shit like that. They was making up all this lies, all this scandalous shit, all this bullshit, and that's why they like, damn, I want to talk to them, but I don't think they're gonna come back. You're right. You're damn right. You damn Skippy, because that put a definite damper on your home life. That made everything extremely hard. Somebody gave you undue fucking stress for no motherfucking reason. This motherfucker, this big ass fool, who act like a damn kid, got the emotional maturity of a fucking kid, trying to do some shit, not thinking that Archangel Michael was going to come in and kick ass and take name for all the confusion that this motherfucker done did. Now somebody want to come to you with some apology. What? Keep that shit. And get back, keep that shit over there. It actually stinks. What's the mess of spit? Hey, Faith, how are you? Thank you. Yes, Spirit. What is the messes? Right, get that away from me. Keep that shit over there. Somebody, they lost their damn mind. What else, Spirit? What else? Yeah, they created a whole shit show in your household for no damn reason, because they was bored. Now somebody, like I said, karma with justice was like, oh, no, bring that ass to the front of the courtroom. Come on, bailiff, get him, shackle his ass, and put that dog collar on. I knew I brought that dog collar to work for a reason. Get that dog collar, put that dog collar on him, and shackle that motherfucker. Shackles on his feet too. Drag him. I don't care if he falls. Drag him, because I'm getting ready to put the hammer down on the motherfucker. This motherfucker gonna know that I was not pleased. Somebody trying to go within, because now they understand the error of their ways, and they thinking about everything. Because see, they didn't know that there was some special investigation going on about them until they found out a little bit too late. See, Spirit said, you know what? I'm looking down at this motherfucker just doing this stupid shit. I sent in my invest. I'm breaking this shit up right here and right now. I'm done. No. Let me rephrase that. I'm not done. He done or she done. Thinking that somebody was trying to be cute. Yeah, that's cute. Now you're broke. How cute are you now? Broke ass. That shit is over. You and that goony Google motherfucking friend of yours, that shit is over. See? And somebody just used somebody for their little pocket change anyway. Fool. Didn't know they was being tricked out their money. They thought they was getting something. Yeah, you did get something. You got. They thought they was getting ready to rush in and really do something. You did. You rushed into dun 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 dun. Hi, bitches. Remember my cousin? The one that you spoke ill of? You thought she didn't know. She know. Because she got the gift. You ain't got no gifts. In fact, I'm about to hit your ass up. You gonna look at shit a whole new way by the time I'm finished with your others. Because I'm about to have you hem the fuck up. You ain't going nowhere for a while. Now somebody's like, oh, I see the value. Now I see the value. Now somebody see. Well, spirit get to kicking, putting on them steel toe ass kicking shoes. I tell you, girl, you not no little dog. She trying to go up underneath the chair. Hold on. Here. There. Hold on. Go that way. Go that way. Look, you messing stuff up. Girl, go. 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 Thank you. I'm not trying to be mean, but you're coming in here. I'm just working. Thank you. Thinking she a little dog. She damn near moved, pushed the chair over. My girl, come on. She tried to go up underneath my legs. My legs be like going like, oh, girl, please. Yeah, somebody that they did too much. They thinking about all that. See, all those games, all those tricks, all those times they was gonna rush in, do this, do that, and they wasn't thinking about what they was doing. They thought nobody gonna know, ain't nobody gonna. But you know what? Yes, they know. Gotcha, bitch. You know that's what it is. Gotcha, bitch. Now somebody realizing, damn, I got. Yeah, you got. You got in the most gotten this way. Like somebody was running along and they did, miss me, now you gotta kiss me. And all of a sudden, they got snatched up. You got. All that energy, all that fire. 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Somebody was really trying to put the screws. And they got screwed. They're getting screwed. They're getting screwed. Guess who's getting screwed? Another one, the screw master. The screwmeister didn't know. Screw Junior. Screw Junior is getting screwed because all these little cute little funny they was in the back room laughing at your ass, calling you stupid, calling you dumb, calling you everything except for the son of God or daughter of God. You know what I'm saying? They was doing all this stuff. And it was funny until hold on a second. Let me do my little dance. How they be doing it in church. You know how they be doing the dance, yes? The wheel of fortune should have turned in your favor. Because Pierce said, oh, I had enough. I have had enough. In fact, this is way too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the wheel of fortune turn in their favor. And it's going and all that shit that you was doing to them, I'm going to make it work out for the greater good. For their greater good. And for you, what I'm going to give to you, same thing you gave to them. How you like your steak? Because you got plenty of knives to choose from. How you like your steak? See, somebody thinking, oh, maybe all that little immature, me feeling insecure shit that I was doing was just not really worth it. And maybe that little apology that I was thinking that they would be more than willing to accept was just a fucking pie in the sky type of dream, especially whenever I couldn't bring it to myself to let that shit go a long time ago and come out with some fucking real apology, especially whenever I didn't even settle no shit. I just left things up in the air and refused to talk to this person, but I didn't have no problem talking about this person to somebody else who didn't even need to hear nothing. Yes, haunting the one and only Golden Ray. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? All that stuff came out about all those cute little. They was never going to expect you to do that one. Tell me how it worked out. Mm-hmm. Somebody's caught up. I don't think it's working out that well for them. Somebody's caught up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody's caught up. See, now they understand, and now they're thinking that, you know what, they should have worked with you. They should have worked with this empress, because this empress had shown them the way, was very clear on everything, and was trying to get them to come through this portal with me. Come on, let's ascend together. Let's complete these cycles together. Let's hold, we can do this together. But somebody was like, nah, I'd rather stay with the kids that give themselves scars with their own switchblades on their face, and they act like that shit is cool, and they smoke cigarettes, and they especially like they like to smoke them out of their nose too, and they think that's cool. I think that's cool. I don't know how they do it, but I think that's cool. So you had to go by yourself. You going by yourself, you were determined to find something new, something that worked out well for you. That ace of coins, that nine of coins, you found it. You found it. Your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance. You know your spot. And then this person who decided to go on their own. Now they feel like a fool, because once again, they follow somebody who led them straight to the poorhouse. And all they can do is think about you and what they had. Not just what they had with you, but the fact that you told them the truth. And you weren't willing to back down. You weren't willing to chase the motherfucker. You wasn't willing to have anything wrong with your integrity, yourself as a person. You would no. You wasn't trying to do all that. Not at all. You had to let them go. But what you did do is you prayed for them. You sent out a heartfelt prayer for them to find their way, because they're confused right now. But right now they need to rely on God and find their way. Ask God to show them. Ask Archangel Michael to show them about this situation, so that they can understand who was what and make the decision to draw a line in the sand for no more confusion. Somebody, it's like now they want that cup of love after all this regret. And if they could go back into hands of time with the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups, that's Six of Cups, they would never make that decision ever again to go against somebody that was from their past, that really loved them. Because now they're stuck. They're stuck, and they feel that you won't even accept any type of communication from them. They feel so brokenhearted because all those past deeds are here. Those ships, they're not coming in. Those ships are at the dock. Now someone is understanding what heartache and heartbreak is. They were trying to give it to you. They didn't understand that when you walked away and you took your place, and you claimed or reclaimed your inheritance, That's whenever this person understood. Confirmation. That's when this person really understood exactly what they've done and exactly who they are not. Mm-hmm. Someone is thinking that they had a choice between love and money, and they thought that they would choose the money. But now all they really want is the love. But they pushed love away, thinking that they was chasing money. And whenever they found out that that money was elusive and never going to land in their hand, ever, 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 they were never going to be that millionaire like they were promised. Somebody was lying because somebody didn't have money themselves. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the property. They didn't have the this, the that, and the other. They was lying. Somebody thought, oh, I'm going to get with this because they got it. And then I'll go back for the love. No, you lost the love chasing a fantasy. Fuck up. They lost the love chasing the shadow. Nobody's ever caught the shadow. What's the message? Anything else? Yeah, somebody had a decision. I guess they chose long. But maybe they chose wrong. We'll pull from one more deck. Bottom of the deck. That 3's a crowd energy. Somebody's leaving that. They're like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. You know, this is the time when someone is deciding to be strong and just kind of stay to themselves. They don't want no more because this motherfucker lied to them. They realize somebody lied to them, and they just trying to find their way back. They're trying to find their way back, and they're confused at how they even got so far off the beaten path. They don't even know. But one thing they do know, they're like that, oh, come on over here. The water is great. You're going to love it. We got so much money over here. Somebody's like, no, y'all can have that. Somebody is definitely working on their balance, on getting balanced within themselves. Somebody understands that they need to get some work done. And it's not that physical work, it's that mental work. Someone is understanding they need to get mentally checked out because somewhere along the way, they mentally checked out. This is a time for someone to be brave. This is a time for someone to show some courage and some strength, some real strength. Not that going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, that you could lift up some weights. You could lift 700 pounds with just one arm. That's not strength. The strength that this person showed you. That's strength. That's strength. That's the strength that somebody is realizing they should have been searching for. The inner strength. That somebody said, this is the way you do it. This is how you do it. It's not what, and you don't have to move the mountain. You just have to go around the mountain. You have to go over the mountain. You ain't got to move the mountain. Yeah. Somebody, they really, it's like they can't sleep at night. They really thinking about this one that went too far. You know how you push the envelope, and then all of a sudden you like, oh damn. All the eggs cracked on the floor. And when that happens, it's done. Ain't nobody scooping up no egg yolk or no egg white to put it in no pan to eat it. Once that's at, it's over. You know? Somebody now, they want to be healed. They want to be saved. They want to go to calmer waters. They want spirit to help them because now they're using their intuition. Now they know which one they need to choose, the way they need to go. They don't want to be their absent partner. They want to be there, especially after this person. I feel like this person is having, what is it called? Hold on. A conviction to spirit. This person is going through their own personal convictions because they're thinking about the type of dark personality, dark person that they were. Especially whenever the shit started coming back around. And then everybody started talking about they ass and how much of a fuck up they are. And they thinking how long they was doing this shit to you. Doing the same shit to you. Sitting here causing a ruckus, not giving a shit. But let me tell you something. When that truth teller come around and that lady justice come around, some shit is happening. Somebody's like, damn. Why I talk like that? Why I say all that shit? I knew I shouldn't have said that to Kelly. I knew she couldn't keep her damn mouth shut. Shit, it was probably her. It was either her, Beth, Larry, Joe. It was either, I bet you it was Antoine, because he can't keep his mouth shut. Shit. It was David. I know it was David because his ass like to talk. All of them motherfuckers, all 22 of them motherfuckers would like to gossip. And I thought I could go to them in complete and utter confidence. That just let you know you ain't got no damn friends. None. Confirmation shit. See, somebody, they thinking about it now, how loyal they was and what they didn't put in and everything else and how they left you out in the cold. And then now they understand they got themselves in this whole jam. They got them in this jam, trying to make themselves look like they was all good and Gucci and everything. You know? Urging somebody, go on in there and do this. Go. She like this. She like this. She like this. Go do that. Go do that. It's going to be funny. Confirmation, it's going to be funny. Watch. Now somebody see, oh, you ain't think it was that funny. You ain't think it was that funny. Now somebody like, well, maybe it wasn't that funny. I mean, we thought we was like, you know, yeah. What was you like? You was like what? Say it. I want to hear it. Say it. I want to hear it. Really say it. Because I want to pop you in your chops when it's coming out. You was like, what? Telling you. Somebody now, they thinking that shit wasn't funny. They thinking they did too damn much to be able to come back from. This person led to their own demise. That shit, like I said, it ain't, their ships ain't coming in. Their ships is already at the dock, baby. And that shit is hitting them upside their head. See, looking at the ship, sitting at the dock of the bay. Wait, whatever the song is. Wasting time. I don't know the song. I sure the hell can't whistle either. Yes. Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back. He watching like Carmen the robot boat coming to shore because she done got off the big ship. She in the robot boat. And he like, damn, who is that? And she coming in fast. She like, You stay there, stay there, big sugar. Stay there. With your tiny bed. Look at that. Because I'm coming for you. He like, yeah. I don't know who this is. But I'm looking good today. I'm gonna still got it. She like, yeah, you sure do, baby. You got it, and you about to get all the dish, all of it. He like, I ain't going nowhere. She like, don't you stay there. When she got off that, he was like, damn. You look different whenever you was in that. She's like, yeah, I know. But when I took the mask off and you saw I was calmer, that's when you got scared. She like, now where you going, Big Daddy? Just kidding, y'all. Y'all know I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. Now somebody, I'm telling you, this person wants to try and bring some type of apology. They want to bring some type of gift. They see, they want to start over. They want to start over on solid footing, although they was the ones that was trying to play these tricks with you, trying to play with your stability, all because somebody else was in they feeling a certain way. All because there's a lot of people here. Somebody's being sought out. Somebody's being noticed for something. I feel like this person is being noticed for holding back. Because I feel like you were deserving of a big gift, of some type of gift, some type of start, startup, something. But somebody decided they wasn't going to give it to you. They was going to hold out. And now I feel like this person, I feel like they are having regret, second thoughts. Because like I said, this person understands. They should have laid at least one of these swords down a long time ago. Now this person is ready to lay that sword down because they want peace, especially since Archangel Michael is here and saw everything, and other people are looking. Other people are noticing, and not just noticing what has transpired, but they're noticing you. They're listening to you, their communication, the way that you speak, the fact that you're not just trying to be no okie doke. Oh, and I love butterflies, and my favorite color is light nightingale pink, which is different than pink and blue swirl. They see that you're not that type of person, which is how they thought that you was. Somebody sees that you had to actually defend yourself, and now people feel really, really bad, and they want to give you some type of apology. All because they chose to listen to a fool who's being found out that they went way too far. There's like people are like, why would you do that shit? They're asking somebody, why would you even do that shit? Why would you do that? You're supposed to have been, in this loving, but you was playing tricks, you was playing games. Why? And you feel dumb when you can't answer the question. At least if you do something, at least be able to answer the question as to why. What was your motivation? Why did you do what you did? See, me and my older brother, we just had a disagreement. And so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And he said, well, did you do this? Yes, I did. And the reason I did this is because of this. See, I don't have no problems communicating like an adult with people that matter. You know what I'm saying? Because then they gave him an opportunity to sit back and reevaluate his stance, where he was coming from. Yes. See, Something about this wheel of fortune. This is time. This is divine timing. This is divine timing for all of this to happen right now. Mm-hmm. It's like this is the time that Spirit had planned for all of this, for all these family trees to be shaken, for all these motherfucking nuts to fall off the damn tree, so everybody can see what was the nut and what was fruit. For people to see how much strength and courage and tenacity that you exercised while you was going through, how you never lost sight of the truth, how you never lost sight of the truth. This cycle is complete and judgment has been called in your favor. Yeah, somebody feels like they're not going to be able to build. They're not going to be able to build because they feel like, something about this King of Swords. We have Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Devil. Like maybe part of their punishment that's being handed down by Archangel Michael is none of these relationships. You're not going to be able to build. Part of your punishment is giving what you expected somebody else to have to suffer with. Apparently, this is something that's going to take a while for them to have to work through. But I do feel that they will be a better person. Yeah. Yeah. Archangel Michael said, because they did way too much. This is their punishment. They did way too much. They are about to receive what they felt was good enough for you. They didn't plan on this path being the path that God chose for them. Somebody's losing everything. Everything. They did not think that was going to be the path. All that money, that big money that they thought was coming in, that shit is nowhere to be found. Yeah, all those games, all that war, all those battles that somebody was trying to fight with you, they don't want to fight anymore. They've had enough fighting. Now they want to lay the wands down. Now they realize who you are and the message that you were trying to receive, because they're hearing your message and you have that inheritance. You wearing the crown because you fought the good fight. And yes, you most absolutely know how to get down. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. This King of Wands. Something about this King of Wands with this Queen of Cups, this Knight of Pentacles, the Hanging Man, and the Hermit. This King of Wands is troubled because they're thinking about something that this Queen of Cups said a while ago that has actually been taking root. And this is something that this person failed to look at that time. But now this is one of the reasons why this person is unable to move forward at all. This is something that this person actually has to look at themselves and see the type of snake that they were. And they did this to so many different people. But the truth is out. And somebody can't hide. They can't hide because it's time for this cycle to end. It's time for this cycle to end. Somebody, yeah. Somebody's thinking, damn, somebody told me this a long ass time ago. They didn't expect it to turn out or to play out. They thought it was going to play out like this. Nope. Spirit had it come from the back. I did a little sneak attack. Because Spirit said, I have the final say. Justice. Everything that they took from you and everybody else is everything that they will lose. All right, y'all. Oh, let me grab some of these. Let's see. Yeah, somebody, they ended up catching feelings for you. You used to be the number one enemy. Number one enemy, but now all of a sudden they ended up catching feelings for you. You know, this is somebody that you could have been sneak sexing for a while now. You know, they wanted to confuse you though. And this is somebody who listens to everything about you except for the truth. That's why this person is having a mental conflict right now. Because this person, they feel like they have a spiritual beatdown coming, and they probably right. Because somebody else has proof of something that they've been doing. Whereas you're not even worried about it. You opened up your heart. You dealt with, those childhood wounds, whether it was looking at your baby pictures, trying to, do whatever. And you was trying to help this person, but they shitted themselves out of their own blessings. They shitted on their own blessing. Trying to shit on you. Now they sitting around looking at everybody there around, talking about who are these people? Especially whenever, if not them, then everybody they around or somebody they around is under investigation. Yeah, because they tried to deceive the wrong one. So that's all on them. Yeah, somebody thought they was going to get some money, this pay raise, but now they're realizing they did not only are they not going to get it, but they realized it wasn't worth it. Because somebody else has to go, somebody got to go to jail, whether it's a spiritual jail, physical jail, but somebody got to pay the piper. They was doing too much. Yeah. This person is nothing but an old tramp. I'm telling you, they missed the whole key to life. They was worried about money. Honey. They should have been trying to worry about some damn love. That's what they should have been worrying about. This person was talking about they was under a love spell by some damn narcissistic father. Or father figure, something like that. And now this person is wondering how you get victory and how prosperity comes to you. Well, it's because you exercise bravery, strength. You had your head on. You was a spiritual warrior. You was like under that can't stop, won't stop. You had your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels and archangels around you. You was following God's lead. That's why. That's how you got victory. What else, Spirit? That's how you got the victory. Yes. And not only that, but your archangels stay on the motherfucking red D. You ain't even got to call them to aid in your assistance. They like, oh, hold up. Did you see something? I know I didn't hear something. Somebody thinking ill of this person. Mount up, y'all. Mount up. Get all the archangels. Mount up. Hoo-hoo! and they ride. And not only do they ride, but on your behalf, they fight dirty. Your archangels stay on the ready and they fight dirty because they understand they are fighting principalities, baby. Yes. So you ain't even got to worry. You can just let this motherfucker know, oh, I'm good. Especially if you read this or you saw this and felt like it connected. Just know that your archangels stay on the ready. That was like, I wish a motherfucker would. They got that shield, and it was like boom, 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 like that Wonder Woman shield. I'm telling you, because somebody know if you have liabilities, you are a liability. I'm telling you, Judgment Day. It's in God's hands. Some people like to find out the hard way. Like I said, somebody wanted to have the softest booty in the whole southern hemisphere. And they do, but they got the hardest head. This wicked witch is dead. Yes, they didn't know that Karma and Pandora are BFFs. Pandora brought that box and she said, you want to see what I got in here? Go ahead. Open it up. I want you to. I dare you. I invite you. She said, open up that box. See, somebody needed to do a little bit of research so they didn't jump off of a cliff due to an illusion. Yes, honey. They don't know. Ooh, Bruce Lee. They should have tried you, baby. I don't know who they should have tried, but they shouldn't have tried you. At least they shouldn't have came to a house that had your address. The motherfuckers should have tried a different kind. They shouldn't have tried you because you have a strong angelic force around you. What did I say? Your archangels, they stay on the ready and they fight dirty. And they a strong crew. They want somebody to pop off. They behind the scene on the other side pushing them because they want them to pop off. They trying to say, tell them this, say that. They want them to pop off so that they can come back around and be like, shut up. Don't you ever say that. Pop, pop, pop. Let me show you what the pop off is. Pop, pop. Or like Kendrick Lamar, pop, 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 pop. See, God has already worked it out. God has already worked it out because you chose you. You chose to work on you. That way you ain't have to worry about no other bullshit. Mustard! Oh, now I understand how they feel. What's the message, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Yes, honey. They was laughing about you. They was ha about you. But it was funny until it wasn't funny no more. They laughed till they cried. But damn. And now that you know that ain't your friend, you ain't got no questions. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. What time is it? 4:00. I may jump on here and try and do a brief read. Y'all know, I get to run in my mouth, getting out. If it ain't 75,000 to 80,000 words, I'm probably not going to do it. Just kidding. So, all right. I may jump on here a little bit later and do another shorter read. But thank you so very much. I really do appreciate all of y'all, all of y'all, all of y'all. And thank you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I love y'all. All right, bye now.